This, the next recipe is the salad. But what I'm going to show you is the croutons, because these are amazing. Amazing. This is Virginia. Virginia likes my salads. She likes my fruit and cheese salads. So, this is for Miss Virginia. This is her welcome home salad. Okay. I think my gloves are fused. I know! You know what? Okay, this is kind of gross, but I'm going to tell you anyway because we're amongst friends. I wear these downstairs all the time, and then I wear these big Mickey Mouse floppy gloves on top of them, so I'm always changing out. But I usually leave these on for a good part of the day. I take them off once in a while. And for very special people, I take them off and change gloves. But I always have these other big floppy gloves that I put on top. I always do. But my fingernails started peeling off. They don't breathe in these things. So I stopped using them and I'm only using the floppy gloves. I know! It's disgusting. This is butter. It's I used the first half of the butter earlier. But it's in the, okay, so the last recipe that I'm gonna make here, if I don't get to the biscuits, is the mascarpone banana pudding. And we actually have this mascarpone cheese downstairs. And it's wonderful. You make tiramisu with it. And lots of people think you make tiramisu with ricotta, but you don't. There's a slightly sweeter, really, really nice, soft cheese. You can use it on toast. It says so here. Again, this doesn't have any hormones in it. So, again, no hormones in it, no hormones in us additional. Did you know, this is kind of sad, because of all the hormones, additional hormones that we have in our food, it's going into the water supply and the fish are getting all weirded out. Yep. We can't eat them anyway because of the mercury, but I mean, they're all becoming one sex. It's weird. Okay, so I've got the butter going. This is, actually this is kind of cool because I cut it earlier. This is this bread that I found downstairs. We don't have any raisin-nut bread. We just have lots of raisin breads and cinnamon breads and cinnamon stuffed breads and cinnamon swirl bread and cinnamon bread. So I couldn't find any just raisin-nut bread. This is a Martha Stewart recipe. So I just used the cinnamon raisins, so we're just going to double up on cinnamon. Can't have enough cinnamon. All right. So I've got the butter melting. I think that's the only thing. Alrighty. And give this a quick stir. This is this is the croutons. This is the cinnamon toast croutons. This is so good, so good, so good, so good. Needless to say, very little of it is actually going to get to you guys because it's been snacked on heavily. Sorry. It's irresistible. Now you could just get cinnamon raisin and make croutons and toast it, but you might as well do it right.
Did you trim the bread?
No.
Leave the crust on.
Yes, but you can trim the bread if you want to. I don't find the crust offensive. So you just kind of stir this until it starts getting a little brown. How are we on time, folks? We good? Oh, heck yeah. And this is cinnamon sugar. All it is sugar and cinnamon. So these get a little brown. Yeah, as a matter of fact, April, we're going to be picking up the pace a bit with classes. I've sent everybody that has given me their emails, I've sent them a schedule of classes coming up. And I think it's May, that we're going weekly. So we're going back to a weekly schedule like we used to do. For those of you guys that don't know this, this used to be a weekly class. And then it wasn't. So I think we're doing pretty well, so we're going back to a weekly class. Unless Jessica and Tracy have something going on in here, in which case I'll have to be, and that'll tell me how complex the recipes are going to be. If they have a thing going on in here, it'll be, the pimento cheese sandwiches. I know! We'll all get together for pimento cheese sandwiches. Okay, so those got golden, and now it's going to get serious now. And so what happens is I just sprinkled the cinnamon sugar in with the buttered cinnamon toast. And so now this is going to start, the cinnamon sugar is going to start caramelizing on this stuff. And it's just wicked. Yes, you can put them in Ziploc, and it'll last. If you put them away and forget about them, like in the trunk of your car or someplace that you hide them because they're nasty. I don't think I made these cinnamon toast croutons the last time I made this salad for this class. This is one of my go-to salads. I've made it for years. Actually, the original name for this salad was Kentucky limestone salad, and Bibb lettuce salad, because evidently the limestone water in Kentucky makes amazing produce. Limestone water makes amazing produce. And okay, so this is all now kind of caramelized on the bread. It's yummy. Okie doke. It. What's next? Where are we as far as our time is concerned? I can make biscuits. Okay. All right. Now, if these don't cook in time, you guys don't yell at me. The last thing we make is the mascarpone salad, banana pudding. I was really happy to see downstairs that a lot of our breads are now without high fructose corn syrup. So that made me really happy. This mix already has butter in it. So the only thing I need to add is, because I made it. You guys that didn't come to the class that time, I made giant batches of biscuit mix. And this has been sitting in the freezer, and I've got another whole bag in there. So it's been sitting in there since, when was that? That was like November, yeah. And just waiting for us to come back together, and so I could make some biscuits. And I think what happened the last time, if I remember right, I made a whole bunch of biscuits and a couple of them didn't cook because the oven turned off. That was memorable. So again, there's the butter is already cut into this stuff. So I'm just going to use 1.5 cups of mix. This was a girlfriend. This is Catherine's biscuit mix. Catherine Elliott, who's a local fabulous caterer. Okay, and the milk has gotten quite nice and thick. Again, this is whole milk.
Whole milk?
Mm-hmm. Whole milk and what?
She didn't know that you put the apple cider in it to make it sour.
Yes, I put apple cider vinegar in it and made it sour. Yep. I'll put a little honey in this. There's already a little sugar in the mix. I'm going to use a little honey. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Nah, you know what? Just forget it. Powdered sugar. Just a little bit more. And I'm going to add a little herbs to this. I'm going to add some basil. And I'm going to add a little thyme. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. I don't know. This could be crap. I don't know. Hope it's not. It's quite wet, which is good. Don't mix too much. Actually, I guess I should have used a little bit.
Why do you not mix it too much?
Because it makes it tough. Gluten gets developed, and once the gluten gets developed, then they're just icky, tough, rubbery Yankee biscuits. No offense. No offense to anybody out there. Yeah, there's the wheat, the flour that I use for the biscuit dough is very low protein. It's like a two, I'll show you. It's very low protein. So, so the gluten doesn't develop. The baking powder biscuits, take a lot of, it has to have a lot of air in them and a lot of lift. So the protein has to be very minimal. If you're using a yeast, if you're making a bread, then you can use a like 4.5 or a all-purpose flour. This particular flour is white lily. And it's made for biscuits and cakes and anything that's chemically risen. Okay. It's going to just take a little bit longer on that. And the thing about this is that you guys are going to love this. Is that this is on 350. We have a door that's down here, by the way. Doesn't get fixed. Let's see if we can do this without. Dang it. Here we go again, y'all. All right. I'm going to crank this oven up to 450 for the biscuits. Yeah. I wasn't sure I was going to make them, but I hope this is fun. I make square biscuits because I don't like to waste edges. Ah, old school. Yeah. I've done this for a long time, just making squares, because you know what it's like when you re-roll them. You know, we can't, if I don't, you know, if I can't even mix it very much, I certainly don't want to. Okay. Let's see if these will cook. We'll do our best. These are looking pretty good, the egg thingies. Those will be fun. I'll move that to the side. Now we're going to make the little mascarpone banana pudding. Okay. Now I'm going to use 2 bananas. Okay. 2 bananas. I'm going to be a little rough with them. It says use a food processor, but of course I don't have one here. So it's I'm going to be using the beaters. This is fun because it's not the cheese, we're using cheese instead of the custard. Just something different. Totally. This. And then the mascarpone. Mr. Clock is telling me my muffins are ready. Mmm. Does it cool off just a little bit? The mascarpone. So this is what the mascarpone looks like. So it's a really nice soft cheese. It looks just like a soft cream cheese. You can actually, I've got a, if you can't find this in your wherever you go to shop besides here, no. Of course not. Then you can use cream cheese. This is a very nice flavor to it though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this whole tub of the mascarpone. And then I'm going to smash the banana in it just a little bit. Just to get it started. This is so you can use, this is the same cheese not only for the tiramisu, but also for cannoli. Really good. This is the sugar. What is it? 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar, vanilla, and salt. It makes the sweet not, it makes it, just brings this a little contrast to it. It's essential. All right. I'll leave that for somebody to taste if they want to taste the naked cheese. Okay. Well, you missed the whole class. And Susie says, I don't really care as long as I get to eat. Ah! Okay, now you just beat the bejiggers out of this. This pie has been sitting in the refrigerator. So you can see actually it starts to turn brown because of the bananas. But I'm going to add a meringue to the top of this. So it's just going to be kind of a brown banana, yellow banana pie.
So what's in the base of that is just
Cookies.
what we call cookies.
Vanilla wafers. Crushed vanilla wafers. Okay. And I'm going to put another banana on top of it. I've already made the meringue, guys. So we're not making meringue in the class tonight. You guys know how to make meringue, right?
Ms. Regent McCain.
God dang,
The deal I have
I'm in trouble.
with meringue, you know, sometimes it gets weepy.
Yes,
Why is that?
I,
It gets runny on the edges.
yeah, you know what, I eat faster. That's a crap answer, but it's
It slides around, you know, on the top of the pie.
yes, I know. I've actually, has to do with actually sealing the edges of that, of the meringue.
Yeah, you just gotta eat it all.
Yes. And yeah, and then, you know, the weepy stuff is still tasty.
It still tastes good, it just looks kind
It's just, you know, it's not Martha.
How do you make meringue?
Oh, come on, Jean. You have to make, the biggest thing about making meringues, making meringues is to not get
You will never make meringue. Well, see, for me to appreciate how much work went into it when I eat it, I'm not planning on making it.
Okay. Well, the thing about meringues is that it it just says that it's up to temperature now. The thing about making meringues is that you can't get a teeny little drop of yolk in it at all. It has to be completely pristine. And the bowls and the beater have to be cold. And
the white egg powder that comes in a little can.
yeah, the meringue powder. Does that work for you? I've never been able to use just egg white. I've never been able to use just white, the pasteurized egg product. It's never worked out for me very well. See, now this gets weepy. It's been sitting for a little bit, so it got wet on the bottom. But you just need to just whip it again and just incorporate it. This what it has in it is a little bit of cream of tartar, which is a tiny bit of a cheat. Because it's a chemical, it becomes a chemical reaction.
It's a cheat, it's more of a stabilizer.
It's a stabilizer. And like it says there, a little powdered sugar. No, I don't have to do that. I use the electric, but that was just at the end here. No, are you kidding? No, I am definitely not a Julia Child. I get my biceps and triceps from yoga, not from wire whisking.
Problem with the whisk is you only get one arm.
That's right. And in where I come from, you use meringue in the winter and whipped cream in the summer on top of banana puddings. I don't know why. I don't know why.
I'll tell you a story about meringue. I was about 6 years old. My mother was the worst cook in America.
Oh, good Lord.
I'm not lying. She hated to cook. We went to the neighbor's house and she had brought out this absolute gorgeous dessert. My mother made banana pudding all the time. And I asked what it was and she said it was banana pudding. Mother said I argued with the woman, it was not banana pudding. And like after 5 or 6 times, I said, pudding is black. Because that's the only way I'd ever eat it. Not just a little bit, hard.
Well, that's sad.
Just stand at the kitchen stove every week and scrape all of the burnt off of toast. By the time she scraped both sides, you could really take her through it.
Are you an orphan now?
Well, she's gone now, bless her heart.
Yeah.
She did start liking to cook when she got to be about 60. Maybe that's because of the cooking. She learned how. Well, I think she had more time and her ingredients, and was a little more relaxed by then. Everybody was gone.
She could chill a bit. Okay, olive oil, dressing. Last thing. Dressing. Apple cider vinegar. Kosher salt. The biscuits came out okay. I hope they taste okay. At least we have them. I don't know what the bottoms look like. A little kosher salt. Super simple dressing. Okay. Starting to brown up. Biscuits. You can't have brunch without biscuits. Oh, yeah. These look pretty nice, nice bottoms. This time, last time they were flat as pancakes. It was disgusting. The oven has to be really hot. Good. Check our babies in here. It's good enough. All right. I haven't put our stuff out on the table yet, gang. I'm sorry. I have to do that. I'm going to mix the salad a little bit. Then I'm going to put it on this long dish, I think. And then put the egg pie on it. Yeah, okay. What?
I'm just inspired when I come here. I think, man, I'm gonna go and really start cooking.
There you go.
I'm good at it one night. That never happens again.
We go. Really, the reason why I made the biscuits is because I'm splitting these pies so everybody could have some. So you need a little bit more. This is really simple though, don't you think? I mean, you're so funny.
But I like simple.
I like simple
I
too.
like simple and easy. I like things that look impressive and people think you spent a lot of time, but you didn't.
No, everybody knows the secret here. Yeah. Now this you could easily put on a buffet table. It's gorgeous. These amazing croutons, disgusting.
You had some left over there.
Yeah, I know.
It's on Gene's trunk, right?
Yeah. Need some strawberries. A little bit. This looks pretty good. And then the last thing is candied pecans. Okay, you guys are going to eat a little high on the hog tonight. Seriously. Okay.